Done.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. A try here for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Tyrone Crawford able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds McKinnon complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
21. Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run with Breida. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
21, 21.
This is Breida. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Garoppolo. That is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Gould now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here you go.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Pretty move. Still going. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016.
Him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Here's Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And out now come the Cowboys. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott, he'll let it fly for... He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
coming now.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Forced out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
We're going to 54. Why in?
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Cooper's first catch and good for a first down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Morris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Breida. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 66 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gold now out to kick it away. And now here come the Cowboys. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. On second down, Prescott again. And Beasley with it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back here right after this. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Go, go, go. Get out there. Get out there. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Here we go. 4 and 8. Swing. Swing to the field. Right. To the right.
First down, Prescott being chased out left. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On play action, Prescott. And this one caught by Beasley. Touchdown, Cowboys! Cole Beasley, 37 yards. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Keep the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Here we go. 47, 47. Switch, 26, 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott completes it to Austin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And his pass incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Done. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank. But this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction. But he seemed to put a little too much on it. And from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
They begin the drive with Morris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close. close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. Dancing to his left.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
47. And go 46, 46. 46.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott buying time to his left. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malcolm Smith able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to go deep for Beasley. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Good. Here you go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter.
Kill. Under. 26.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
We go 47. Here you go.
He's going to get it running right. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal.
Here you go.
They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jameis Olawale punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On play action, now Garoppolo. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
46.
Prescott on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Play action now. Prescott rolling to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A give to Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight on the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 58 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it with Morris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down. That's Morris. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Garoppolo looks to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Following the interception, here's Prescott toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interested.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish. And
that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's finish now. 26.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Get out.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Get out. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Here we go. 46. Here we go. 46. 46.
Prescott yet again. He's going to look deep down the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They run again with Breida. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's caught by Saleh. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
6.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Get out. Go, get out there.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Finding room at the 30, and he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.